Hi everybody, welcome to Navigating for Success, making a success out of your life. I'm Jackson, this is Becky Scott.
And we're your Navigating for Success coaches.
And we coach people to live lives as navigators and to have the success that you really deserve and want. And now we're going to be looking at a specific skill that's required. And maybe it's the most important skill, which is self-awareness.
Very important skill.
Yeah.
To be aware of how you are being in the world and how you're carrying yourself is an important aspect and key to success.
So in a way, Becky, are you talking about like we go through life but we often are not aware of how we're impacting, how we're showing up? Because the truth is, the only person we never get a clear picture of is of ourselves. So right. What was it, Shakespeare who said, know thyself? Okay, great. So in a way, what we're talking about is navigators. Navigators know their skills, they know their strengths, they know their weaknesses, and what else do they know about themselves?
They know how they impact others. They're responsible for who they are being in the world, how they're impacting others. Okay.
So also, I know the people I coach, often the navigators know what they're afraid of, they know their triggers, they know what obstacles bother them a lot. And unlike survivors or victims, they take responsibility. They say, I'm aware of this. Now, what can I do to manage myself in this situation so that I can continue to go towards what I need to do in order to be successful?
Moss, do you have an example of someone you've worked with?
Yeah. I have a client I worked with a number of years ago, a bit of an unusual case, a very tough guy, very aggressive, grew up in a very tough neighborhood. He became president of a company. He didn't realize how much his negative yelling and pounding the table scared the heck out of his people. And his people weren't really working with him, they were avoiding him. And when I told him, and I used an unusual word, I said, listen, I got to tell you, you're acting like a Neanderthal. Is that how you want to act? He was really shocked. But he said, I got to do something about it, because that's true. And what he did was he went back to his sales force and he said, this is what someone recently said to me. They didn't accuse me. They said, I'm acting like a Neanderthal. I want to check it out with you. They agreed. And he said, look, I love you guys. You guys are my crew. Without you, I can't be successful. I know I lose my temper. I promise you I won't hurt you. I might yell. But if I'm a Neanderthal, that's what we Neanderthals do. And as a result, they lightened up. Okay, they worked with him. And he decreased his yelling. He still yelled a bit, but he became a more modern Neanderthal.
Very powerful to have self-awareness.
Right. So, looking at what we're talking about today, and I know we may not be doing justice to it because we spend a lot of time in our seminar and our coaching, but do we have any tips?
We do have some tips. We want you to check out internally and externally what's actually going on in the situation you're involved in at any given time. Secondly, we'd like you to not take a situation personally. Everything isn't about you. And if you step out of those personal shoes, you probably will see the situation a little bit differently. Lastly, we'd like you to lean into your strengths. That gives you the ability to use what is most powerful for you.
So, until we talk again, until we see each other again, happy navigating, have success in life, and
thanks for watching.